Hey, what's up guys? It's John Dominique, aka Prize Pics, here with an update video. Bear with me as I am configuring things to make this as comfortable as possible for me, because I have to kind of do a top-down type thing video, and I'm getting old and my back is hurting, so you guys better appreciate what I'm doing here. But anyway, just want to kind of give you an update on my camera collection. This is a living, breathing entity, and it's changing all the time. Camera I'm filming on now is my main camera. It's the OMD Olympus EM1 Mark II. That's my main video camera. It's a little too big for my liking on an everyday camera as far as pictures. It's a little too heavy. I like to do a lot of walking and it becomes heavy after a while, so I like to keep my cameras really small as possible. So my main shooter is this Olympus EM10 Mark I version, the OG version. I just got this Panasonic 20mm lens, which is not a lens that I've ever used before. Well, actually, I'll take that back. I had it one time for maybe a week, and I sent it back because it was conflicting already with the lens that I'm using on the EM1 Mark II, which is the 17mm f1.8. I use that for video, and I kept that lens because I said to myself, I just want to keep one, and that's the one I kept because I wanted to do videos. But I recently got this guy just because I was wondering again, and I'm glad, because this is a lens that I love. This is my ideal focal, my favorite focal length. It's equivalent of 40mm, and it rides well, it travels well, because when I put it on the EM1 Mark II, I can fit it in a lot of my my little small 511 V6 tactical pouch. It fits well in here, and I like to keep it compact and lightweight if I can, as much as possible. The EM10 is kind of, you know, it's the baby brother of the EM1. Only has contrast detect focus only, so it's not the pro, you know, very pro version, but it gets the job done very well. I've had this for a while. You can see it's kind of beat up here in some spots. The thumb grip fell off, but I've been using this and it's been really, if I could only have, this is the camera I use the most, because I can take it places. I'm going to take this hand grip off of it. Hand grip comes off, so it kind of even makes it even more compact, and I can even pair this with 7 Artisans lens. Let me show that to you real quick. Hold on. I got this 7 Artisans lens as well, and it gets real, like, this is almost my point. This is what I use for my point and shoot. I keep looking at all these digicams. It's like such a trend, and I'm thinking to myself, I can never find one that I think matches everything I need. But when I put this lens on here, I'm like, this is my digicam. You know, the lens, this lens, you know, it's not perfect, but I like it because it's a prime, keeps me low profile, and it's fun. I can get artsy with it. But this Panasonic lens, this is my go-to. This is my jam. This right here is, the clarity on this lens is brilliant. This is like, I'm very, very happy with it. My main go-to, if I could only, this is my most used combination. Now, if I could have one camera and one lens, it would be this lens along with the EM1 Mark II, what I'm recording on right now. That would be my thing. Very, very happy with this. This is staying in my collection for sure. It's a go-to, it's a staple. The EM1 Mark II is also going to be a staple now because, you know, I need it for video. Recently, I ran a roll of film through this Minolta SRT 101, which is a really great camera, dude. I adore this. It feels like a camera, dude. The way it snaps pictures, like when you cock it and you hit the shutter, like it's like boom. Feel me? That's a camera. It's a bit heavy and big. I got a 135 lens on here and it doesn't fit that very nicely in that bag, so I'm probably going to give it up. But I really enjoy this camera, and that focal length. To me, I fell in love with that focal length. I thought to myself, man, I gotta have this. I'm thinking of getting that focal length in another camera, in another system, because I liked it so much. It's just a lot of fun. And I don't know, just narrowing down your pictures to something really simple. Just there's something about it. Keeps it real simple, humble, and fun. But again, this camera's a little too big for my liking. I mean, I could technically carry this because I have another waist pouch that carries bigger cameras, but I'm not sure. I've got a Canon EF camera, and that's really big and heavy as well. I don't know. I think this guy's gonna go just because it's too big, and I have other cameras that can do the job just as well. But this is sure as hell a lot of fun on this one. I really enjoy it. Minoltas to me are always, there's something about them, like the fun factor. You can't beat them. I got this camera off a recommendation off another video I was watching from someone else, and this is a very similar camera to what he had, and he was saying the black and whites on this Olympus Infinity Zoom camera came out really dope. I shot a roll of black and white Foma pan through this. Has not been developed yet. I will maybe upload some of the pictures and maybe do a review if the pictures come out good on it. This one, plastic fantastic. It works good. It's very lightweight, but it's big. It's kind of bulky. It's kind of thick as far as width goes, but fits in in the compact 511 V6 tactical pretty good. So I can't complain about that. It has a focal range, if I'm not mistaken. It goes from like 38 to 76, I want to say. And it was pretty fun using it. The viewfinder wasn't the best, and I wish it could be. It seems like it could be a lot bigger. I don't know why. That's the one thing. Some of the Olympus Infinities, the viewfinders are really tiny and kind of frustrating. But usually these cameras do really good as far as picture quality. So I'm excited and looking forward to seeing how the pictures turned out on this guy. This is kind of a 50-50 toss-up if I'm going to keep it or not. But it's in my collection right now. It's in my rotation. This one I'm currently working on is the Olympus original OM1. She's a beauty. I just got this one not too long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and whew, the way it feels, like I want to pick this camera up. It handles great. It's a little bit more lightweight than a lot of the other SLRs of its time. I have a 50mm f.1 on this guy. She works very cleanly. I'm very happy with it. Maybe I've shot half a roll so far as of today. I put this roll of film in here like yesterday, I want to say, so I'm doing pretty good. I like the controls. At first, I thought it would be hard to get used to, but so far so good. It's easy to be able to, when you're looking through the viewfinder, and then if you need to make an adjustment, sometimes it's hard to find this button. I think the depth of field preview button is down here. It's kind of hard to find that, but otherwise I like to be able to just looking at it from top down and have my eye through the viewfinder. All I have to do is kind of flip it up and I can see all my controls, all my settings in one spot. That's kind of nice. I didn't know how convenient of a feature that would be, but I like that. The viewfinder on this is amazing, dude. It is like the best viewfinder next to one of the other Minoltas I had. I think it was the X370 that was very big and very bright. But this puts a lot of the current viewfinders on other cameras to shame. Really beautiful, very pleasant to use. I want to pick this one up and shoot it. I'm loving it. Totally loving it. OM1. I thought to myself, I was just going to try this one and this Minolta SRT. I was going to try them, and then I was going to give them up because I was like, I just want to see what they are, what they're about. But I think I want to keep this guy. It's such a joy to behold in the hand, and it's just like, ooh, orgasmic. Yeah. You know, this one I've had for a while. This is the Canon QL17 rangefinder. This is a standard. Everybody has this one. It's kind of boring after a while because everyone has it and everybody knows about it. Great lens. I like the way the pictures come out on this one. Canon, you can't go wrong with it, obviously. I put a roll of film through this one. It will be getting developed pretty soon as well. This one operates, I'm very confident this one operates well. The pictures are going to come out great. I know, I'm very confident. It's very clean. I think the meter works in this one too. The meter on this Olympus doesn't work. This Minolta, the meter does work, but I don't put any batteries in these. I just go, you know, you can go Sunny 16, but I don't even do that. I'm just going manual, full manual on the controls, and according to the lighting situation. But these rangefinders are kind of fun. I like this one. I keep coming back to it because of the size and the convenience, and it's pretty lightweight too. And they're kind of fun to use. At first, you know, having all the controls on this one area is kind of fiddly, but once you get used to it, it kind of makes sense. So far I'm liking this, and this wasn't, I had a couple of other examples of this one, and the control rings were stiff. I'm grateful that this one is easy to move these control rings, so I'm happy. It makes it more likely that I'll use this camera. That's a great one. I'm very happy on that one. I just did a review on the Canon Tele 80 Tele. This is a good one. The pictures came out really good so far. It's lightweight, it's staying in my rotation. This is staying in my rotation for sure. This is in my rotation for sure. This is in my rotation for sure. These are staple cameras so far that I'm going to hold. I know these three, and then this one that I'm recording on right now, the EM1 Mark II. Those four cameras are my staple cameras. All right, they're going to stay in my rotation. And like I say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are kind of pending. I put a roll of film on this one. This is the Samsung point and shoot Evoca 70 SE. It's got a Schneider lens. I thought to myself, Schneider cruise knock, you can't go wrong with that. And it's a good one. I like the size of it because I thought to myself, a real point and shoot, like, it really fits in your pocket very well, very convenient. I took it to a car show, shot a roll of film through it. I don't have it developed yet, so we'll see how that turns out. The deal breaker for me on this one is that the viewfinder is really small, and you get that blackout if you don't keep your eye exactly up to it as it's supposed to be. And also, you know, to cycle through the flash off mode, you have to hit the button, and this is a really small button, so it's not as convenient as, let's say, my Canon 80 Sure Shot Tele. So that's, I tend to want to say this is not going to stay in my rotation, but it depends. If the pictures come out really, really good, then it might be worth it. I don't know yet, so I'm still kind of pending. 50-50 on that guy. You know, just because mostly because it you can fit it in your pocket very, very easily. I like that a lot. That's, you know, I'm doing a lot of walking, and that's why I like these smaller cameras, smaller setups. The bigger cameras, I tend to get more left at home, regulated to just like weekends or, you know, big events or stuff like that. So far, the only camera I haven't touched on was this Fujica half. This is a half frame camera. I did some research on this one, and I'm finally found a good example, because I've been having an eye on this one for a while, looking around, could never find a clean one for a price that I wanted. I finally saw it, jumped on it. Very clean looking so far. I've not put a roll of film through this one. This is a half frame. It's going to take forever to get through a roll of film, but it's going to be worth it. It's a money saver, because the cost of film nowadays, like, it's crazy, skyrocket. But I got this one, and I'm going to eventually shoot it. Probably, in fact, after I shoot this Olympus OM1 original, that's when I'm going to shoot this guy. The examples that I've seen online are great, and the convenience of this one to me feels to me like this is going to be a keeper. It feels well built, durable. The viewfinder is not the best. It's a little skinny because it's a half frame. Okay, so you're only going to get like half. Like you get that, what's that, portrait orientation and half of it. So it's not the best. It's a little small, but I'm probably willing to compromise. I like this because the profile. You can't beat that profile on a film camera. That lens. You see that? How slim that is, compacted to the body it is. That's my hit right there. And this is very portable, basically. So, you know, when I really want to maybe do some diptychs, and I really want to, you know, let's say document my journey, this is going to be my go-to. And I can tell I'm going to have fun with this. I think this is going to be a keeper. That's what my instincts are telling me, but I won't know until I put a roll of film through it. It will happen pretty soon. I'm going through film kind of like crazy recently, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, enjoying it. This so far is my collection that I am keeping. I'm building this collection, still fleshing out. More than likely, I'm probably going to get rid of maybe 3, 4 of them. And I want to keep my collection so it's not too crazy. I don't want to get confused when I shoot something. I forget, what did I shoot? That's what happens a lot. I got a roll of film developed and I'm like, what did I shoot this with? I can't remember. And it gets to be too much after a while. So I'm just going to keep a solid core of cameras. Maybe a handful, 5, 6, 7. And the rest, I give them away or I sell them mostly. And it's fun. I like to just kind of see what's out there. And, you know, these cameras definitely do the job and I'm enjoying myself. And this is an update to my film camera collection. I hope you guys enjoy. It's John Dominique, Prize Pics. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.